ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name is Bilify, and today we are here to counter a glove. Which glove might that be? Why, of course it's the lamp glove! These are going to be the amazing goobers that are going to be helping us to figure out what counters this brand new lamp glove. We've got Carl, Sho, Ivan, Bio, and Cyborg. I appreciate you all. Let's get into this. So what we're looking to counter with the lamp glove is basically the light. This is just a slap glove, so you're not going to have to really worry about this glove from a distance, but if they get close to you, then you're not going to be able to see. So that's what we're going to counter. So with this glove, there's actually 6 gloves that will actually break the glove. And you might be asking, what do you mean by break? Let me show you. The first one is going to be really cheap, only costing 520 slaps. It's the bull glove. This isn't a top counter because it can be hard to hit, but if you do end up hitting them, it does break the light. So that's one of the 6. The next one is home runs ability. Just use your ability, or if they use their ability, then slap them with the bat. But yeah, you can still shatter their glove even if they don't have it broken already, or on. You can just shatter it. This is another one that can break it. The retro hammer ability should break it. Just smack them and you break it. Yeah, break it. Hammer works. It has to be when the hammer actually hits, not the slap. And then the last ability that will break the glove will be pan. Just give them the old slap, and then once Tencel hits them, their hand will break. Those are the 6 gloves that will break the lamp glove itself. So with default, if you hear them start to beg for your monies, if you back out and wait for their glove to be not so shiny, I think that this can be effective. It wouldn't be my go-to method, but it is something that does work. If they try to blind you, you could go into a rock. I still think you get blind, but I wouldn't use diamond. I would definitely use either mega rock or custom. You definitely still get blinded, but you can sit into your rock form until it's over, but I wouldn't do this because, again, you are getting blinded. They work to keep you safe, but there's better options to actually counter this glove. How well does extended work in combat here? If you're good at slapping and can keep them back, you're gonna get that slight screen brightness, but you can keep them from slapping you. So if you're good with extended, yeah, this can definitely work. I believe flash could work here. As soon as you hear them say, give me your money, just flash away. You're still gonna get flashed with magnet, but this can be a good option to actually hit them. If things are getting bright and you don't know where to go, use your ability and slap them and then just walk in the other direction. So I love this counter here. You're still gonna have that blindness effect, but you're almost guaranteeing yourself a slap to get them away from you. So, Magnet's a good one. They can't get your money if you're too fast, you know what I mean? Give me your money? No, you're not taking my money. I'm a runner. I'm a track star. You can't catch up to me. But as soon as your light goes out, guess what? I'm coming in for the attack. This is easily going to be a top counter, and up to this point, I would say that this might be the best counter so far. If you catch the blindness in golden, oh my god, I can't see! It's like kill streak, hit a big streak. So golden does keep you safe from the hits when you're in this form, but your screen already gets hindered with golden, and adding blindness to it is no bueno. So 50-50. What happens when you're cheeky? So you could use cheeky to kind of escape really quickly, but it doesn't really do much for offense. So I'm gonna say that cheeky's 50-50. Reverse should keep you safe from the slap, but it's not gonna save you from the blindness. So yeah, if they try to slap you, it's not gonna work, but you still get that blindness. So 50 to 75% counter. I really don't know where to play this at, you know? Now, what happens with animations? Alright, so in an animation, you still get blind, but you can hit them away. So Shukuchi's another one of these gloves where you can save yourself from the slap, but you're not saving yourself from the blindness. So not a top counter. Woah should be a top counter, though. As soon as they use that, give me your money, Woah them back. You get your abilities back about the same time, although they can cancel it and bring their ability back. So you have to watch that. Not really the top counter that I thought it was going to be, but it can be good. Just not gold trophy worthy. Block should keep you safe, but you're going to be blind. The good thing about it, though, is you can see where they are during that blindness. So if you're okay with bright lights, blocked will be a gold tier trophy. This isn't a counter, but I do want to mention that the banner did change for Rocky. I like it. What is this, Sisyphus or whatever it's called? I think that's what it is. But I love that meme. It applies for a lot of things in life. Coil is like extended. You just have to make sure you don't miss or you're done for. Balloony can actually be effective here. As a normal with this glove, I always recommend to have 2 balloons, but if they get close to you and say, give me the money, just go up in the air and then drop down on top of them once they're done with it. But always just try to have those 2 balloons so that once you hear them say, give me the money, you can jump in the air to avoid that bright light. This would be a go-to glove for me, so gold tier counter. Track, table flip, ping pong, and these slicer gloves are all going to be huge deterrent gloves here. If you don't want them to get anywhere near you, you could use these, but if you miss, it's not going to help you, so deterrent glove. Thor can be great to push them away from you. The thing with this, though, is the cooldown. That might be the bad part about it. So if you're fighting and you hear them say that famous line, Just go into this, hit them, and push them away from you. The one thing to watch out for, though, is right now there's a slight bug with it where it will keep the actual bright screen on you even if they're not close enough. So once that gets patched, this will be a great option for you. But definitely not a top counter as the cooldown is very long. Grapple can be good for escaping. Give me your money. Just use your ability and fly away to the opposite side, and then wait for their ability to either end or go up and continue fighting or do whatever, but you can always use this to fly to the opposite side. Great for movement, but fighting-wise, not the option that I would choose. If you don't mind being blind, Jebaited will work to keep you safe and bait them out into being hit. Oven can be good, so you can always just put down an oven, and if they get close, it takes away their ability. Just stay on the opposite side of your oven, and they can't get close to you or put blindness on you, so oven is definitely going to be a go-to here. Is Ferryman effective? Alright, so let's say you have one targeting you, and you hear the famous quote. If you use the ability, if it's just a solo user, yeah, it works great. If there's multiple, you're going to have to wait on cooldown, but this can work to hit them very far away from you. Yeah, I do like Ferryman here. Are they chasing you down? Just throw them in a black hole and put them wherever you like. Cooldown with this might make it bad, though. So if they say, give me your money, throw out the black hole and just drag them wherever you might want. This probably isn't my go-to, but this does work. Blink can work to kind of confuse them on where you're at, but you're still going to be blind. So if you hear them say that, just use the ability, and I would walk in a different direction until you see their ability is done. Once their ability is done, then I would go and fight them. It's all kind of just a messing around game with them. So Blink works, but there's much better. Slapstick should be a good one. This is good because you can fight at distance with this. So if they are trying to get close to you, just bonk them. Aside from the actual fighting from distance, you could actually skedaddle as well, but I wouldn't do it if they're really close to you, as you're not going to be able to skedaddle. If you know they're about to use the ability on you, get your skedaddle ready and just skedaddle to the other side. I don't know about a top counter, but Slapstick is great. Maybe I might change my mind at the end of the video. We'll see. All the one-shots should work, but they're all like 50-50s just due to the fact that in a regular slap fight, you win it if you trade, you know? Ultra Instinct's 50% dodge rate does proc here, but you're still getting blind, so I wouldn't recommend it. What happens with Titan? Alright, in Titan form, you still get blinded, but you do have the ability to stomp and push them back. So for you to get blind, they have to get right up next to you, so the stomp can be really, really effective here. I think I'm gonna put Titan as a top counter here. Acrobat is like default. It's a way to maneuver out of the way, but not the best for you. You're safe during phase, but you're still being blinded, so not your best option. So this is just a glove that is good for avoiding the light once it's actually here. Just go to the other side and wait for it to be over. They do get their cooldown a little bit quicker, so phase isn't top. The bomb, bubble jet, shard, and bob gloves are all gonna be deterrent gloves. You can kind of say that maybe one of these is a low-end counter, but I like these all as deterrents because if you miss with them, there's nothing that's gonna help you. Is the speed of hybrid effective here? If they are trying to chase you down, honestly, yes. You can outrun this. I could see this being effective, but if I'm gonna use speed, I'm definitely gonna be using the speedrun glove. So it works, but there's a better option. Give me your money. Well, you're going up in a glitch. Alright, so if you hear them using their ability, send them up into a glitch. They get their ability back a little bit faster than you, so this will be low end 50-50. Although it does work. Elude should be a top counter here, but the one thing you have to watch for this is you're gonna get blind. That's about it. And you might have to look for a bad teleport, but the blindness is gonna be more effective than that. So they can't slap you, but you can slap them. Elude's a top glove here, but you have to wait for the bugs to be kind of fixed with this. If you have them leash, can they still do their ability? Okay, so they can still do their ability, but you can keep them like nullified because they have to reset or either get slapped off. So I'm gonna say that leash is 50-50. What happens with Boogie? Alright, so oh, Boogie works. It takes away the entire glove. If you stand underneath your Boogie, you don't get affected by it. You actually have a lot of room to work with before it actually starts to affect you. So that will make Boogie a top counter. Kraken is just like Coil and extended, but this is an ability, and if you miss the ability, you are donezo. So I'd probably use extended over this, and probably Coil over this as well. Fight blindness with blindness. They made you blind. Make them blind. Go after them. I probably wouldn't use this as you're gonna end up blinding yourself eating them, but this can be a deterrent, but also a low tier counter. So Rob's good, but I wouldn't say top counter. Rhythm is like Speedrun, and it does have the shockwave tiles, but I would definitely use Speedrun over Rhythm, because it does take you a good chunk of time to get up to speed with Rhythm. Like you saw at the beginning, Retro's Hammer does work, but you can also use the other abilities with this. So if they're at a distance, you could of course just shoot a rocket at them and it will blow them up. You could use the bomb to escape if they are close, and like we saw earlier, earlier, if they do have that glove, all you'd have to do is just use your ability, and you can smack them like that and break their glove, even if they are in the ability use. So Retro's going to be a great option for you, and a top counter. Null's a great deterrent glove. It's not going to save you from the blindness, but if they're getting close enough to you to put blindness on you, they're close enough to catch some Null minions. You can definitely keep yourself safe with Alchemist, but you're still going to catch that blindness. First thing I would do is grab some Elderwood, then a mushroom, and then I would drop my cauldron, grab one piece of Elderwood, throw it in the pot, grab 2 mushrooms, and then click the ladle. Now you have yourself an invincible potion, so you can't be hit by their slaps. But the bad part about this, though, is they can still make you a little blind. So you're gonna have to deal with that. So not a top counter from Alchemist, which is very few and far between, but you are still fully safe, and you can go create other potions you might want to create, like an explosion potion, invisible potion, whatever it might be. So let's say Alchemist is like a 75% counter. Druid should be really good here if they use their ability. Use yours, trap them up, but they do get theirs back about a second before you do get yours, so you're gonna have to play that game. But if they get close to you, just keep throwing your vines. I don't know if I'm gonna list this as a top counter, but it's right there on that line. Since it's a low end, like 50-50 counter, some of the abilities here are great to keep them at distance. Like you can sleep them with the milk, or you could hit them with the bomb push, but if you miss, then they can get close and make you blind. So Santa's good, but not a top counter. I'd say 50-50. If you're using Joust, you can definitely hit them, but you're gonna be blind. So the best use for this glove is to not use it when they're right up next to you. You're going to use it when they're not, and you're going to come up and surprise them with it and smack them. It might not shatter it, but you're on the horse, so you can kind of meme them that way. A big thing with Joust, though, is the wand ability does have a long time before it gets back, so you got to watch that cooldown. Not a top counter, just something that does work, you know. Divebomb can be really good here. As long as you get past the initial phase of getting out of there, you can rise up to the sky and then drop down on whoever you might need to. So that works, but yeah, there's definitely a lot better that you could use. And of course, you could always fight fire with fire and lamp another person and just blind each other. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our list of counters for this brand new lamp glove. Shout out to all the goobers that you do see on your screen. I appreciate all of them. We got Gravity, Cyborg, Show, Ivan, and Bio. Huge W's. But which counter did you think was the best? For me, I definitely think Retro takes the cake for this. It was just too good, you know? Like, you can smash the glove, you have movement, and you can shoot him from distance. That's the trifecta of perfectness for this glove. Which glove surprised you the most? For me, honestly, I don't know if any gloves really surprised me on this. Everything kind of went the way I thought it would. If something surprised you, let me know, but for me, it kind of went smoothly. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we all hope that you have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this, and we shall see you in the next one. Later!